I created this video a few days ago. It's called Book Jenga in Another Dimension. If you're familiar with Jenga from like the 80s and 90s, even today maybe people still play it. So I did the same thing basically but with books. And they only fall at the end. They don't fall as the books are coming out. That's me hitting the books to make them fall. This is the before and after. You can see a big difference in the color toning. I just use the RGB curves layer to edit the colors and the tones. I used my hands to levitate the books, and then I masked my hands out, my body out, so it's just the books flying. Here's a blank shot that I always take for every shoot. This is me taking off parts of the pile so I can move the necessary books that I'm pointing at. You can see that my hands are levitating the books, as I said. And now it's time for the editing process. Just a couple minutes in Premiere Pro. You go to File, New, Sequence, and then you literally just drag your videos from Lightroom into Premiere Pro, and you just add it to the timeline. And once they're in the timeline, I'm going to change the opacity of the layers so that I know how to match up the two different Mandys and that they're in sync with each other the way that I want them to be. And then I can change the opacity back to normal, do my mask to combine both clips. Then I'm going to add an RGB curves layer onto the edit, and it's going to appear on one edit, and then I'm going to copy and paste it onto the second layer, the second video clip. This is me just rearranging some of the video clips so you can see what it looks like. This is the part where I'm the process of moving the books frame by frame. I create a mask with the pen tool under opacity on the left panel. And I go frame by frame and just edit the mask by moving it, moving the dots, moving the frame all together. Sometimes I use a keyframe to move the mask, and sometimes I just go frame by frame and cut the frames and just go that way. Here, this is where I knock the books over, and I'm just masking out the tripod for the little bits that you see, which was way better than using my body because I would have showed up way too much in the background. So I use a tripod to knock down the books. And then I knocked down this last book from the table, so I'm just going to capture that. Add that little detail in the video, which was my first time using my 50mm lens. Here's the final edit. My mom loves this video. I love this video. There really isn't any mistakes. Sometimes I spot little mistakes here and there that no one else really sees in my video, and then I like want to die, but that's not the case this time. I actually just really like the video. I actually made a major mistake, to be honest, the first time I tried the video. So the next day I did it all over again. I spent like 7 hours the first day just editing it, and then the second day I did it all over again and spent like another 7 hours editing the video. So I'm happy that it came together, even though it took a lot of effort. But I love the final result. If you have any questions, feel free to DM me on Instagram at Mandy Rosen. I hope you guys are having a very creative week. Subscribe to my channel so you don't miss more videos, and stay cool.